Hey, I hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome back to another PUBG Mobile video on my channel. I'm about to show you a few settings I changed that increased my accuracy and overall recoil control when full auto spraying any gun and scope combination in PUBG Mobile. Over the last few updates, the sensitivity settings have gotten even more fine-tuned, and there are a few settings that I've never touched until the other day. If this video helps, all I ask is you tap the like button, subscribe if you're new, and maybe share it to a friend that might also need the help. Alright, there's the code if you guys want to screenshot it, but I'm also going to put it down in the description below. So we're going to go over my sensitivities in here, and then we're also going to go to the training ground and go over to the more fine-tuned sensitivities that they've recently added. And my overall sensitivities are pretty easy to copy. All you have to do is hit Season Expert and move the third-person no-scope on camera sensitivity as well as ADS sensitivity up to 130%. I guess now's also a good time to tell you I don't use gyroscope. Another important setting you're going to want to change is go to the controls and go to the advanced controls and scroll down to the horizontal swipe acceleration. If you read the little tooltip for it, it says the faster you swipe the screen horizontally, the faster the camera will pan. If it's disabled, the panning speed of the camera is fixed regardless of how fast you swipe the screen. So say in those super intense moments you swipe across your screen to track a different target. So with this enabled, depending on how fast you swipe across the screen to maybe switch targets or just look in a different direction, it dynamically adjusts your sensitivity so you can sometimes overshoot and overdraw your target. But with it disabled, you can actually learn a perfect muscle memory to know that if you need to move X amount of pixels across the screen, you know exactly how far you need to swipe your thumb, which in the long run is going to make you way more accurate in target tracking in the middle of fights. Also, while you're in the advanced controls, go ahead and scroll up to the third-person perspective camera view and first-person and jack those all the way up. You want to be able to see around you as much as possible. Alright, now let's head into the training ground where I can show you the most important changes to my sensitivity settings. Let me go ahead and put my claw socks on. It's another big one that nobody ever tells you. Having claw socks have increased my accuracy and recoil control more than anything that any sensitivity setting is going to do. Sometimes your thumbs might be greasy, they might be dry, they might be wet. You never know. When you get sweaty in the middle of battle, anything can happen, right? But with the claw sock, it's the same amount of resistance at all times from your thumb to your screen, allowing you to consistently control accuracy. There'll be a link in the description below if you guys want to buy some. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab an M4 really quickly, and we're just going to get a 6x scope. We're not going to put any attachments on this bad boy. It's always good to practice your recoil control without any attachments because sometimes you're going to land and only find the gun, and you're going to want to have the best practice with just only the gun. So when you're in the training ground, in the top left-hand corner, there's a little button that opens up all your sensitivity settings. You're going to want to go to the current tab. And the biggest setting that people don't know about, there's this little thing that's called the ADS setting. And that doesn't mean when you're ADS'd right like this. What it actually means is when you're firing your weapon. This setting controls the recoil while you're full auto spraying. And not a lot of people have adjusted it. So what I did is I went through my ADS setting on every single scope and adjusted them about 20 to 30% higher. And that way I don't have to pull my thumb down as much to keep my reticle on the target. And I'll show you what I mean too. When I open it up and I say put it all the way to 300%, you'll notice that it seems normal, right? It seems fine. But the second I start shooting, the sensitivity is all over the place. All right, so let's go ahead and test these sensitivities out and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm barely having to pull back to control that now. And this works with every gun, every scope. I suggest everybody go to the training ground, open this up, and adjust all of the ADS settings. You know what? This says ADS, but it really should say recoil while firing. That has actually helped me. It's like a little sweet spot that you find where there's a lot of recoil, and then there's a lot of you controlling it with just barely any movement. You find that little sweet spot in the percentages that works for you, and your recoil and accuracy is going to be golden. So yeah, that was pretty much the biggest thing. Just to make sure you go in here and adjust all of your ADS settings, which should be labeled recoil while firing settings. Go adjust these, come back to the comment section and let me know how it helped you, or maybe just use my share code, it's up to you. If this helps, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.